Pleasant day to you, viewer. Welcome to Youth Angle on TV Taraba. I am your host, Eunice Yakubu Adamlo. Today we'll be looking at a very interesting topic, the panic of growing old. With me in the studio are amazing personality, and I would love them to introduce themselves, starting with the damsel. Ladies first.
Alright, I am Daniel Victorious Odegor and I'm from Edo State.
Thank you very much.
So I actually thought they would start from a very handsome brother like me. I'm Bassey. Thank you. Have a wonderful stay with us.
Alright.
And I'm Kolawole Oyeshiku David.
Alright, without wasting much time, let's go straight to our topic, the panic of growing old. Please, we'd love to know what the word panic means. Mr. Kola.
Okay. I'm surprised you're starting with me.
Yes.
I thought it's supposed to be ladies first. Well, panic simply means fear of a situation or an event. When you have this incessant fear of the unknown.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, we'd love to hear from you, man.
Okay, panic, it's a stage in life where you get this anxiety, fear because of the unexpected future.
Fear of the unknown. Mr. Bassey.
Well, basically, I like attributing my field to whatever thing I do. I think panic regarding my own field of study, it has to do with feelings of terror. Like she said, unknown. He said something also about feelings. Yeah, so that's basically what I would say panic has to do. So fear of the unknown, fear of terror, unexpected events. So that's what I have to say about panic.
Wow, we all had it. Panic is fear of the unknown. That means we all have that fear of the unknown inside of us. So let's go to our next topic. Is growth important? Growth.
Sorry, I still wonder who wouldn't love to grow.
Okay.
I still wonder which nation wouldn't love to grow. I still wonder which organization wouldn't want to grow. So I think growth is very important. I think it has to do with lifespan. So I think everybody in life expects growth. Everybody in life wants to grow in whatever thing they do, financially as young persons, even as well, I say as babies. Trust me, children, they are thinking of how to be like you. Yeah.
Okay, as I say, growth is constant. If you're not growing, you're dying. So I feel growth is very important in one's life. Once you're just where you are, you're stagnant and people lose relevance of you.
Growth is very important in one's life. So then I want to know, Mr. Kola, do you have any fear about growing old?
Do I have fear
About growing old?
He's already looking old.
Wow. if I say I don't, I lie. That's just the truth. Since we started with the word panic, and panic is actually fear of the unknown, and growth is something that you can't really predict. You just know that yes, you're growing as the day goes by. So there is this fear of what will happen next. Okay, as I am now, I'm thinking of when am I going to settle down? What does the future have in stock for me? This is part of growth, and sincerely speaking, there is this fear down there that how is it going to look like? Because we don't have the power to look into the future. If only we have, maybe the fear would reduce a little. But since we don't know what is ahead of us, and we surely know that yes, we are growing. After now, I will not be where I am, and how is it going to look like? So that fear is there. If there's anybody that tells you that I'm not scared of growing, it's absolute lie. Yeah.
Thank you. Bassey?
Believe me, if I should say that I'm not scared of growing old, I believe an angel man will just slap me. That is why. And for the ladies, sorry, I like using my opposite gender to analyze some things.
Okay.
Do you know that an average lady is scared of losing that sweet 16? You understand?
Everybody wants to be.
She's scared of losing that step-by-step pattern of moving. So that is why, even as a man, I'm scared of that period. I'll be somewhere just seated
Using walking stick.
Yes, using walking stick, or thinking of maybe at that point my legs should start being like this. So do you understand? So I'm just scared of that period where we start facing those challenges, where you not be the one doing certain things for yourself, and you start calling some persons. Trust me, if you are left in wrong hands, you will never enjoy your life at that point. So definitely, sorry, yeah, between
That fear.
there's that fear.
Wow. Wow. Right now I'm scared already because I have the responsibility of speaking for myself. But growing up means you have to be in charge of what happens to you and what happens to your future and what happens to people around you. And that is a great anxiety to think of. When you start losing hold of people that are supposed to take care of you, you're not on your own. Your parents don't have control over you, though they have, but they not see you as somebody that can take charge of situation. That's a lot of fear to think about. So I think growing up is really scary sometimes.
Growing old is scary. We all have that fear of growing old inside of us. So we'd love to know, what then do you think are the causes of those fear? Bassey, we'll start with you again. What do you think causes those fear, those panic in us?
Like I said earlier, the fear of being watched after, the fear of being taken care of by someone else, the fear that you cannot handle certain things the way you should. I can remember those days my father would always tell me, because he's already aged, he would tell me, Bassey, I answer, yes daddy, Bassey, yes daddy. If it was when I was a man, you understand? That means sometimes some people are scared that their children will just go wild, that they will leave that point of being disciplined the way they should when they get older. This is where I'm coming from. You can no more handle things the way you should. Even taking decisions, you now need to. For instance, a man that is 70 at that point needs to consult the children to take some decisions for the family. So that fear of now relying or now depending on some persons for finance, all those things, what are the causes? Sometimes I love using my government or the government of our country to say this. One of the things that may cause this fear is fear of being dumped by the government. Like after retirement, the way they'll just off you go. So that fear of being dumped by the government or being retired without any wonderful take home pay, it's sometimes, that is why research, sorry I'm talking too much, research has it that persons who get retired just, you understand, they kick buckets easily. Yeah.
Okay, I wanted saying something when you asked about fear. Okay, fear of there is a word called gerascophobia. That's a fear of aging or fear of getting old. We humans, the truth is, we always want to be ever young. Okay, let's start from the early childhood stage. At the beginning, your parents will always do things for you, like dress you up to school, prepare your meal, and the rest. You get to a point in your life where you start bathing yourself, dressing yourself. The food will still be prepared for you. Then when you now advance to like the university stage, you start taking care of yourself, cooking for yourself. So that fear of it to get to a stage, I'll start doing things on my own, nobody to assist me. You get? We always want this care, let people pamper you and do all sort of things. Okay, for instance, the ladies are always scared of getting old. Why? Their face will start shrinking. Those things that were shining,
let me
start
help you.
fading off.
You start seeing map of Nigeria.
Yes, you understand.
What do you mean by that?
You know, there are some things you do while you're still young that once you start aging, you will not be able to do it. At times, there was a time I was just like, okay, while in school, I was just looking at the students, the way they were playing and running around, and I asked myself, God, will I still be able to go through this stage? I've passed that stage. So that's, nobody wants to grow. They always want to have this agility in us. We always want to look young. Just like you, and I know that if anyone tells you now that, okay, Eunice, this is you in the next 5 years, what you see, you will not really like it. You just want to remain the way you are. So that's, no, sincerely speaking, if I'm allowed to make a choice, I want to remain like this for the next 70 years. I don't want to add weight, nothing. Just remain active.
Oh my God, there is one face app that is going on.
No, I'm not interested in that.
You snap your picture of probably 30 years or 20 years from now.
Yes. No.
I did not even try that app at all.
No, I wouldn't, because I wouldn't want to see myself in the next 30 years. No.
So,
That's it. I don't want to see that.
So let's hear from you.
Okay, one of the major causes of people panicking, of growing up, is to see if their peers have passed them. Like, have they achieved what they are supposed to achieve? Oh, my friend just finished school, he got a job in the bank, and you are here still looking for a job. You'll be scared. Is any money? He has bank accounts that's loaded with cash, and you are here with nothing, and that's a lot to fear about. That's one of the cause of panic. You don't have achievements yet. You'll be worried about the future. You're not married, you're growing old, you're 35 and you're almost at your menopause stage. You'll be scared. You want to strive hard to make sure that you meet up to the task. I think that's one of the causes of fear.
Alright, please, you're not in class. Alright, go.
When she said something, I was so much concerned about the fact that some of the employment agencies, they've so much done so many things to humanity or to the young ones that it pushes them to these panicking issues. Imagine you wanting to get an online employment or thereabouts. They'll just fix an age of 30 years experience. Not only that, maybe the age range 30
to 26.
And maybe you just got to, okay, I tried getting one of those days, and now said they were using months. I should have been that. So I don't want to mention my age. Sorry to do that. I don't want to mention my age.
I did.
But I was like, God, why should they use months instead of the normal year range? Would they start applying months to these issues? So that's the issue. So we should try to make some things down. No, let's try to bring down some things that persons will be able to cope. So they don't start feeling bad, inferior. That fear of growing old. So I normally commit suicide though. We don't want to have records of suicide again.
It's not. Wow. Guys, we've all had it. So we would love to go on a short break for now and we'll be back.
It's a strange time we are living in right now, where people from the countries that have the most feel like they have the least. People that live in countries that have the most reason to be happy seem to have the least amount of happiness. Why is this? Is it comparison? Comparing ourselves to everyone who has more in this social media world we live in? Never feeling enough because another will always be better in some area? Comparison is the thief of joy. Never compare yourself to others. It doesn't matter how great you are. If you are not grateful for who you are and what you have, you'll never be happy. There's always going to be someone who has more money than you. There will always be someone doing better than you, someone fitter than you, better looking than you. If you are always comparing yourself, you'll always lose. One thing other people will never have over you, they are not you. Your greatest asset is that you are unique. And when you are free to be exactly as you are, that's the greatest way to live. The less you care, the happier you'll be. Unhappiness and depression comes when you focus on what you don't have. Instead, if we appreciate what we do have and focus on where we do want to be, we can feel better almost instantly.
So welcome back from that exciting break. So if you are just joining us, our topic is the panic of growing old. So this is my next question. Since growth is inevitable, what then are the solutions to this panic?
Since growth is inevitable, what are the solutions to it? The truth is, like we said earlier, what brings about fear or this panic is uncertainty. What will happen next? I don't think, okay, let me take for instance, to some extent, the likes of Bill Gates, Dangote and the rest will have fear, but it will not be up to the kind of fear that people like us that are still trying to stand on our feet will have. When the right things are put in place, I don't think anybody will be scared of going old, because you know that yes, everything you need is there. If I have a job that is fetching me like 5 million every month and I have a good house, my family, the only thing you be doing is you live healthy and you just wait for the next thing to happen. But if you're the type that is still struggling, my dear, it will be very, very difficult. So the major way to combat this fear is do the right thing, put the right thing in place, and everything will go smoothly.
No, thank you. Victorious.
Okay, I think I know. Let me not say I think. I know the solution to eradicate this panic is when you plan your life well at the early stage. Just imagine you set a pace for yourself when you're 20, 18, 20 to you're about like 30 years old. You have planned your life. You already have gathered resources of what you want to be in the nearest future. When you're 40, you won't be bothered that much because you know you have set a solid foundation for yourself. So planning is just the best way to cope panicking.
Okay, thank you. That's it.
I actually thought you would skip it, but then I have to say this. Do you know one thing we should not be scared of is enjoying our lives. So, viewers, enjoy yourself today. Do the best you can do today. Eat the best you can eat today. Drink the best you can drink today. But please let there be what moderation, thank you, and they should be godly. I will not forget that part of the holy book. Then, like what she said, there should be room for planning. Please do away with procrastination, because whatever you shift today for tomorrow, you will definitely meet tomorrow's task, and you've piled up the whole thing for yourself. And when you start noticing that you can no more do it, it becomes a burden to you. So please do it with procrastination. Live your life today as if you won't see tomorrow, but let it be what in a godly way.
All right. We've been talking about a job, salary, and all that stuff. So I was thinking someone is going to mention something like entrepreneur. Don't you think it's part of the solution to this panic? Please let's talk
It's
about
part of it, but then for you to be an entrepreneur, you need capital.
it. Okay.
Where will it come from? We don't have these schemes that give out loans to youth anymore. Even for you to get a loan now, by the time you calculate the interest it will yield, my dear, you will not want to venture into it. Yeah, they keep shouting entrepreneurship. You can't just start a business without capital. If the capital is made available, believe you me, nobody is ready to walk in the bank and start knotting tie from. Personally, I hate talking in my shirt, wearing tie from morning till night. If I have my own business, but for me to have my own business, I need the capital. But it's not forthcoming. That's just the truth. Yeah, entrepreneurship is a way out, but how will you venture into it when the capital is not there?
Not there. Thank you. That's it.
Well, it's very simple. I think the best thing anybody can do in this life is to invest in people. Yes, so that when you get old, you know where the manna will be falling. Yeah, you could be having different businesses out there, yeah, no problem. But when you grow old, who will manage it for you? So the best anyone could do is to invest in people, invest in your children, invest in the life of your neighbors around, invest in the life of persons around, get to the orphanage home, pick persons, make investments, so that when it gets to that point of you being old, you don't need to struggle. Don't worry. Don't think of would they come back. Leave expectation, but just do the best in investing in the level of persons around. And don't forget, they said, the Holy Book says the husbandman shall be what? The first partaker. That's what I believe.
All right, I'm very grateful for the educational sector these days. They chip in this entrepreneurship education, even the higher institution where you get to learn different handwork like sewing, fishing, all sort of entrepreneurship activities. I think using that word planning, if you plan your life well, reading the best course that suits your kind of person, not pushing yourself into maybe the medical field when you actually don't love it, you don't have flair for it, you just end up struggling for no reason. But when you put into things that gives you high morale, that makes you happy, you do it with all diligence, and I'm very sure you're going to excel.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
And also, sorry, please, before we move to the next thing, the thing is, I will watch the viewers and those that are still listening to this program, please. I noticed something that we always look down on people that are into this entrepreneurship of a thing. For instance, you go to the market, you see an elderly woman selling things. You know the price of this particular commodity, but because you think you're wise, you're trying to play smart, you downprice something just because you know that, yeah, these people need this thing as their main source of income. That is their main source of income. So you believe if you don't patronize them, they would be lacking in some aspect of their life. So because of that, because you know these people needs this money, what you're supposed to get for a particular amount, you beat it down like ×2 of the original price. It's not supposed to be so. You're not encouraging people. If I start up a business now, when I know that yes, I'm supposed to be getting this particular amount on a daily basis and it's not forthcoming, I'll be discouraged to continue that line of business. So please, we should try as much as possible. Don't kick people out of business with our bargaining power. I know somebody like Bassey now, he has a very high bargaining power. If he comes to your shop and starts pricing things, you'll be marveled. No, it sounds funny, but we need to help these people that are into the field so that it will pave way for others to come in. If you're into a business and you keep complaining that this business is not moving forward, is not doing this, is not doing that, I will not be encouraged to come in. But when you tell me that, wow, this business is lucrative, I would strive to also start up something similar to yours. Hope you understand what I'm saying.
And meanwhile, if Bassey goes to a shopping mall and they give him a double price, he will pay for it.
I'm telling you because he thinks. No,
Based
we're
on
not
who
trying.
he-
We're
based
not
on
trying
who
to.
he is.
Yes.
Alright, please, I would love us to talk on this part now. We've seen people that are well doing in life. Probably some of them are rich and wealthy, some of them are even at the verge of getting married. And then they just have, is it cold feet now? Cold feet. And they just snap out of it. Some of them will just jump from their car down into the bridge. So what are we going to say about those people? Because they are fulfilled, they have all it takes in life, but then something is still missing. Does it mean the place of love or love for what they do is not there? Why the panic in that kind of situation?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say this on air. There's what I always say, when your village people are after you, let me permit me to use that.
When they're drumming for you.
No, the truth is, you see some persons on the street, they look okay physically, but you don't really know what they are going through inside of them. If there is anything that kills faster, is anything that has to do with emotional trauma, because I don't think there's any remedy for it. Even psychologists or counselors will only make attempts of talking you out of it, but then it's something that is within. It takes the grace of God for you to be able to get out of that thing. So if you see somebody parking their car and jumping into the river, yeah, the spiritual aspect is there, but then psychologically they might not be stable. Maybe something happened and okay, it's just like a married man working. Okay, you went out to make your normal business, now going about your normal business, you come home and you see your wife, your so-called wife, on your matrimonial bed with stooping so low with your gate man.
You
No,
forgive.
so it's not everybody that will be able to withstand that shock. You don't expect it. So if such a person now goes out and just jump in front of a moving train, nobody will know what happens. The next thing is, who was the last person he fought with? Who was the last person he had misunderstanding with? Not knowing that it was even the wife that caused. So it's not really, well, like I said, village people, just pray they don't come after you. And
Bassey.
Basically, I don't want to talk more on that, but I believe that when you're faced with what Mr. Kola just said, please and please communicate. Try to share burdens with persons. Try to meet persons that will help you. You can't just keep some things to yourself alone and feel you're the boss. Don't worry, when you're the boss, you now meet a boss that will eat you down. So you have to communicate these things with people so that they will help you. Words are powerful. The words someone use against you, that's someone could actually use words also to make corrections, to motivate you, to inspire you. That's basically what I have to say.
Alright, Sarah, do you have anything to say?
Okay, what I have to say is that emotions, bad emotions causes depression, and depression can lead you to panicking. And there's a health problems about panicking. You get BP, high blood
High blood
pressure,
pressure.
and that can kill you if you don't watch it. I think people, as he said rightly, that people should communicate their problem. I had a friend. She's very like, should I say complete? Yes, she has money. She's well educated. She's friendly, but her family has had a bad impact on her. The parents are always fighting, so she'll just be in one corner thinking of how she can help them so that they'll stop their embarrassment, because it's really an embarrassment. So that thing always bothers her heart and it causes her depression. So I want to plead to viewers out there, please, if you have anything that is making you depressed, communicate to people. It's very important.
In addition, one of the trending information is that a barrister killed herself, or is it in the name of all this plastic whatever?
Surgery.
Plastic
Yes.
surgery.
Went because they've been calling her fat whatever thing. So please, why not be yourself? Love yourself the way you are.
I think this is
If
where
you-
self-esteem comes
Yes,
in play.
if you're as black as our brother here,
Yes.
be contented.
Yeah.
Yes.
Be proud
you
of
have
who
to
you
proud
are.
of who
Love
you are.
yourself.
I love myself.
The
Love
way
the
I
way
am.
God created you.
Imagine in the process of bleaching now.
Oh,
You understand?
Jesus.
Want something else like green.
You are, please, I hope we are learning. I hope we are learning. Please avoid panicking. It's a very, very disturbing issue now in our society. As a youth, having high blood pressure is just out of place. It's so out of place. So before we go, I'd love us to talk briefly, or let's just give a word of advice to youth out there attending this topic. We'll start with you, Kola.
Yeah, viewers, the youth especially, and okay, some adults also can also benefit from this. You don't have to be scared. The truth is, if you put and do the right thing the way it should be done, believe you me, you don't have to be scared of the future. That's just the truth. And like they said, communication matters a lot. At times it baffles me when people calls you on phone, you're not busy. You're not busy, but you just feel like you don't want to pick that particular call. You don't know what the person is going through. So please, I want to urge us, no matter how busy we are, when someone calls on our attention, to give them audience, let's try as much as possible to, because you might actually be saving someone from committing suicide. Please.
Thank you very much.
I think the basic thing is that we should worry for nothing. Life always goes on, so there's no need for you to panic. There's always life tomorrow. So just be rest assured that you have a good and a better future for tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Bassey.
All right, viewers, enjoy yourself. Plan your life. Don't procrastinate. Don't forget, you will not be that street boy forever. You will not be that slay queen forever. Just know that there's a better day tomorrow, whether you're old or not. Do what? Invest in lives. Invest in people. And you know what? You will live to do what? Reap whatever thing you sow tomorrow.
Thank you very, very much. I'm so happy to have you guys in the studio today. So viewer, please enjoy your life. Life is so sweet. Please enjoy it. Live your today as if there's no tomorrow. Don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will surely take care of itself. Thank you very much for joining us on today's episode of Youth Angle. I am Eunice Yakubu Adamlo. Bye for now, and don't forget, you are the best.